It's the basis of a great empire. I think the events of Bitcoin 2024 in Nashville a few weeks ago were just very catalytic and marked an inflection point for Bitcoin. You had presidential candidates, you had governors, you had senators, you had House members, you had CEOs, you had billionaire investors in the audience. Senator Lummis presented a strategic Bitcoin reserve bill, and that's our Louisiana Purchase moment. What happened there was the Overton window shift. Now it's possible to discuss nation states holding Bitcoin on the balance sheet. And if nation states are going to buy it, then it's reasonable for institutions, corporations, and individuals to buy it as well. So that was tremendous. Thomas Jefferson purchased the Louisiana Territory for $15 million in 1803 and nearly double the size of the United States. Seward paid $7 million for Alaska. It's got $1 trillion of oil underneath it. Everybody's going to be doing business in cyberspace. Bitcoin is scarce, desirable digital property. It's a great idea to trade a little bit of currency or paper for some place that billions of people are going to be in 100 years. It's desirable property. And if you're capitalizing a country based upon scarce, desirable property, buying Manhattan, buying the United States, buying Alaska, anywhere you can do business, it's the basis of a great empire. So, no, I think it's a good idea for a nation, but it's an equally good idea for a corporation, an individual, a family. What you have is two constituencies. You've got traditional finance. And traditional finance operates 19% of the time. It costs $40 million to take a company public. There's no credit, there's no liquidity on the weekend. Bitcoin represents a different thing. It represents the 21st century. So I think the millennials are looking at the world today and they think electricity, water, elevators, the internet, they operate 100% of the time. Bitcoin operates 100% of the time. Why are we stuck with 20th century banks, money markets, and capital markets that shut us down at 4 p.m. on Friday, don't open up until 9:30 on Monday? If we did that to your food, your water, or your air, it would be considered cruel and unusual punishment.
These were the thoughts of Michael Saylor in a CNBC interview. It's fair to say Saylor is always positive about the future of Bitcoin. But to be fair, majority of what he said previously has come through, or at least in the process of becoming reality. Some of the price prediction definitely has not happened yet, but his timeframes were always long, so plenty of time. This was a typical Saylor interview in that he is consistent with his thought process. What do you guys think here? Will Bitcoin really become a reserve currency? Thanks to Michael and CNBC for another great interview.